Peace unto you, Israel. This is going to be a short. It's a Hebrew on the island too short. The beast. And listen, I saw this and I had to make a video because, you know, my videos are my notes are my videos. And, you know, I live in a third world country and I spend most of my time just studying, you know, my Bible, my Tanakh, Lord, Naveen, Ketuvim, young king in the house. How you doing? And listen, I wasn't planning to do no video, right? Hold on. I wasn't planning to do no video. What's up, Rasta Hill? I was planning to do no video. But when I saw this, I said, you know what? Hold on, let me move this out of the way. I was gonna use my other laptop so you could see it better, but it's short, like it's a small, come on, it's a small thing. Hold on. Move all this out of the way. These furniture is trees, they're very heavy. You don't just move like a regular chair. I saw this video, and this video is like 3 months old, but I never seen it before. Danny Armstead, Tom Vex in the house. I don't have my ring on. So let me do this video very quick. I'm gonna just share with you three, and then anybody can watch it later. Anyway, you know, I don't get all the news, Hebrew, Israelites, Tom Vex, period, become one. Listen, I don't get all the news. You know, I got the internet around the world. You know, I don't see everything. I'm studying. You know what I'm saying? I study a lot, and I missed some things. This was one that I missed, but this was so fascinating to me and interested me. I said, you know what? This is my videos and my notes. I have to put this on my channel, so if I ever want to watch it again, I can watch it myself. So, you know, I look through my eyes like they're the lens of the Tanakh. When I look at everything, purity becoming one. That's what we need, especially now. And since I don't see everything and know everything secular that's going on, I know a lot of stuff going on secular, but not everything. And I missed this one. And this was 3 months ago. I'm surprised I missed it. But I missed it. And other people have been doing stories on it, but not Torah and Tanakh Israelites. You know, I saw one Messianic person do it. Because when I found it, I saw that one Messianic person do it, and a lot of heathens did it. But you know, they're doing it from a heathen perspective. I want to give it to you from a Torah and Tanakh perspective. That's why you see a big giant elephant as my thumbnail, and then it says, I think the title was, because I wrote it very quick, and you can't see the title again once I go online. The beast will be with you, Hebrew Israelite, Hebrew Israelite. And just watch this last video I just did like 30 minutes ago. I just ate my food. 30, 40 minutes ago, I just did another video. And it has to do with the end times. So this video is going to be connected to the end times to a degree. Secular people can't merge it together, can't see the whole picture, but we can see the whole picture. This happened in 2022, like 3 months ago. I told you we're living in the last quarter. We're living in the last quarter of this world history. Danny Armstead, I don't think you were on my last video. When I finished this video, go watch my last video. I just did like 30 minutes ago. You will be inspired by it. You should be inspired by it. So what I'm telling you is, this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the clip first. Then I'm going to explain something. We're going to call it quits. Quickly, I had to share it with you. Maybe you guys seen it. I didn't see it, but I'm going to give it to you from a Torah Tanakh perspective. Here we go.
Attack her court.
The elephant goes 120 miles to woman and returns to her funeral to attack her court. elephant. The elephant that goes $102.
Woman and returns to her funeral to attack her court.
All right, you seen it. I don't know if you guys seen that. Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Danny Armstead. Fair use in the caboose. Listen, an elephant in India, while a 70-year-old woman was at a watering hole getting water, their little town, little village is right next to the animal preserves, right? Animal preserves where the animals could run free and stuff like that. She was at the watering hole getting water. This big elephant, as you see, ran and trampled her and killed her. And then her family and people heard the commotion. They grabbed her, took her to the hospital. She died a couple hours or 2 hours, an hour later, minutes later, whatever. Then they prepared her funeral. And I guess later that day or the next day, that same animal, they said he traveled like over 100 miles, found her village, found her funeral, and you saw what he just did. Busted in, grabbed her, tossed in the air, stomped on her again, and then called his homeboys, and they trampled a couple of the other houses. They didn't kill anybody. He went for her. Now, this is what the thing was saying, that some were saying, like there's a lot of reports, so you can look that up yourself. The main thing is I want to show you about the beast. And then it brought to mind, because I'm a Koheleth, I take the view of Scripture when I see things, and I see things through the light of Scripture. So when I saw this beast trample this lady, when you can watch other newscasts and stuff like that, and they're going to talk about it if you didn't see it. It happened 3 months ago, 2022. I tell you, things are changing. And I know there's a lot of animals. In India, there's like over 1,000 some Indians get killed by elephants, and like 300 elephants got killed, like throughout the year or years, whatever. But the lady, they're saying that it could be that she went out with, I guess, guys that are trying to capture little elephants, grabbed tusks. Jason Edwards, you missed it. Watch it when I upload it, Tavex. So they said that she must have went on a safari with other Indian hunters or whatever. I don't know. They killed the little baby elephant. That's what one of the stories were. And, elephants have great memories. And I think what they said was she was throwing rocks at the big elephant to distract it, while the other people kidnapped, or killed the little baby elephant. One of the two. There's a couple stories flying around about that. So, yeah, they remember. So the elephant, when she was getting water, found her, stomped on her to death. She died in the hospital maybe a couple minutes later, or whatever. He stomped her to death, threw her in the air like a rag doll, and all over the place. And then they said the elephant traveled, when it killed her, it went away with the other elephants. And, they can go far. And it said, some reports say the elephant came back 100 miles, found where she lived at, went to her funeral, barged into her funeral, everybody screaming and didn't kill anybody else. Stomped, ran over a couple people, but got her off her funeral pod, stomped her again, and then called his buddy. And his buddies came in and trampled some other people's houses, and they fled. Now, let me show it to Jason. And then I'm going to get into the scripture, and we're going to call it quits. It's going to be a short one. Jason, I made a video about the end times, ref, reflecting the end times. I made a video like 40 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Watch it, biblically vestigo. I don't know if you're that guy with the other thing. Listen, I made a Jacob's Trouble end time type of video like 40 minutes ago. This is my second video of the night. I wasn't planning to make it, but like this video clip that I just showed them, I'm going to show you guys that just walked in. Watch what you missed. It's only going to be a couple minutes. I'm going to be done with this quick. This is going to be a Hebrew on the Island 2 short YouTube video. So my videos are my notes are my videos. So I want to have this on my file. And I don't look, this happened 3 months ago. I can't pick everything up. When I found, I was amazed at it. And there's a lot of videos on this, but I don't look at it through a heathen or a regular person's eyes. I look at it from a Koheleth, Hebrew Israelite, Eberite type of eye. So I don't see it. I see it different. I see it from the scriptures. So I'm going to show you the video again, and then I'm going to go into the scripture. And remember, Jason, Danny Armstead, a biblically vestigo. I think you were on. I'm not sure if you were on my last video I did 40 minutes ago. Watch that video. That video is like 50 minutes. To me, it's inspiring, and it's a wake-up call. You need to hear that too. So there's 2 videos today. Make sure you watch them. Watch this.
Elephant. The elephant thing goes $120.
Woman and returns to her funeral to attack her corpse.
So you saw that. Now, people are crazy too, and the Caucasian heathens are crazy. They had a real news show because you can find a whole bunch of clips on it. And you can find a whole bunch of clips. And these guys are reporting this incident. They said, well, listen. And they started laughing. They said, okay, this is not funny because it's true. A 70-year-old Indian woman, she got killed by a stampeded elephant. The elephant then left and then came back to her funeral and broke the house down, grabbed her off of the coffin thing that she was on, stapled her again, tossed her up in the air, and then called his buddies. His buddies wrecked a couple houses up and fled. They didn't kill nobody, but she got killed. They're saying that she was probably with some group of men that were hunting baby elephants and trying to take tusks. And then she was throwing rocks at that elephant to distract it. Baby elephant and elephants don't forget. Elephant did all that. So they're laughing. And then they be serious, the Caucasian newscasters. From YouTube type of news. They're not from like Channel 7 or whatever. They're like YouTubers, newscasters. And they were laughing and they said, well, elephants remember stuff. She probably, they probably was doing something. She probably did something to that animal. And then, he says, and he started laughing. And he said, but I got to stop laughing because it's somebody actually got killed. And then he said, but you know what the thought came in my mind was I could make a cool movie out of this. Think about it. The name of my movie is going to be called Trunk. They started laughing. In other words, stop it. It's not funny. Like she got killed and whatever. It's crazy. But listen, now let's get into the video as Hebrew Israelites, Eberites. Let's see it from the Tanakh viewpoint eyes. Let's see it from that point. Yep, that's it. Biblically, they did something. Okay. Job 5. See, I view it, everybody, you did something to the elephant's baby. You did this. They're making fun, make movies called The Trunk, like Jaws. It's called Trunk, where he said it's a horror movie. It's funny. That's a funny title. That would be a cool-ass movie, too. But I'm not looking at it from a heathen's point of view or a Christian or whatever. I'm just looking at it from a Torah Tanakh point of view. And let's go to Job chapter 5. Job chapter 5, verse 17 to verse 27. See how happy is the man who God reproves. Do not reject the discipline of the Almighty. Excuse me, I just ate. He injured, but he binds up. He wounds, but his hands heal. He will deliver you from 6 troubles. Now stop thinking like a Christian, like he's gonna, the heathens believe in God and what. He says he doesn't hear your prayers if you don't fear him and keep his commandments. So this has nothing to do with the heathens. And remember, in Psalm 147, 19 and 20, he gave his word to Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any other nation, and for the judgments, they don't know him. Praise the Most High. So do you think that Indian woman knows the Most High? Do you think she's calling on Shiva and monkeys and stuff for her gods and stuff? He ain't listening to that. He says their prayers go up to the ceiling and bounce right back down. They don't go to him. And he has a plan for the heathen in the end. And we're living in the last quarter of world history. The heathen is going to get the smoke. You Hebrew Israelites going to get the smoke, but don't fear him and keep his good. But the heathen is going to get the smoke. So he says, he will deliver you from 6 troubles. In 7, no harm will reach you. In famine, he will redeem you from death. In war, from the sword. You will be sheltered from the scourging tongue. You will have no fear when violence comes. You will laugh at violence and starvation and have no fear of wild beasts. And you will have no fear of wild beasts. And you will have no fear of wild beasts. For you will have a pact with the rocks in the field, and the beasts of the field will be your allies. You will know that all is well in your tent. When you visit your wife, you will never fail. You will see your offsprings are many, your descendants like the grass of the earth. You will come to the grave in a ripe old age, as shock of grains are taken away in their season. See, we have inquired into this, and it is so. Hear it and accept it. And the beasts of the field will be your allies. Job 5. The beasts of the field is not the allies of the heathens. The adversaries of the Most High that have been your adversary have had their foot on your neck ever since. And it's just not the pale albino Caucasian guy. It's those Indians, the Chinese, and all the rest of them. Africans, it's all the rest of them. They are Psalm 83. They're confederate together. They have the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. They're one of the causes that the Most High used for Jeremiah 17. They have the name of Israel discontinued from their heritage by stealing your name, calling you nigger, black, African American. You came from Africa on a slave ship. You ain't the Israelites, the fake Jewish people are, and he made this whole persona around them and took you out of the picture. They took you out of your own book. They took you out of your own book. Here on the island too, I'm putting you back in your book. When we come to Jacob's trouble, whether, I don't know, we're in the beginning of Jacob's trouble, we even enter Jacob, but we're in that season. There's Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30, Joel chapter 2, the terrible and awesome day of the Most High, the Lord, when he laid waste of the earth, and then Ezekiel 20, when he brings the remnant of the 1/3 that makes it through Jacob's trouble and the terrible day of the Most High, makes it through that time. He's bringing that 1/3 into the wilderness to afflict them, to weed out the rebels amongst that 1/3. So it's going to be 1/3 from the 1/3. You're not in that Jacob's period of trouble. If you are fearing the Most High, keeping his commandments, the beast's going to be your allies. It's not the ally. There's going to be more attacks. Gorilla attacks, chimp attacks, elephant attacks, emu attacks, camel attacks, goat attacks. Goats can get really big with their horns and stuff. They'll tear your ass up. Eagle attacks, hawks attacks. There'll be a lot of attacks. But your scripture, not the world scripture, your scripture is telling you don't fear. But that's only to Torah and Tanakh, Hebrew Israelites, Eberites, Ebrees. That's the real name, the Eberites, the Ebrees. You won't have to fear in that time that's coming. Maybe right at the door. I don't know. Make sure you put in canned foods, fish and stuff under your bed and crackers and stuff, because famine is coming too. It's going to be a cold, dark, scary winter. So I wanted to share that to you with a Hebrew perspective. Hopefully this was edifying. Let me give a shout out before I check off with this unexpected video. And whether some of you guys saw this or not, it's 3 months ago, I didn't see it. And my notes are my videos are my notes, and I want to put that in my video log to have that. Reflecting Job 5, what's coming upon the earth. Purge is coming, and animal attacks is coming. Imagine when some crazy heathen says, oh, everything is finished. Let me go open up all the cages to the zoos and all this. Could you imagine what's going to happen, Negroes? Tavex, Yom King, Tavex, Rasta Hill, Tavex, Danny Amstead, Tavex, Jason Edwards, Biblically Vestical, Tavex. A new Ben Israel, you missed it. Tavex, watch it from the beginning. I made 2 videos. This is, and listen, for you guys that are on here, you wasn't on my first thing I made like an hour ago. Reference to Jacob's trouble, reference to the terrible and awesome day of the Most High, and reference to you going into the wilderness. I made the video about an hour ago. Go watch it. And what I mentioned in that video, which I mentioned in this video, if you guys came in late, squiggly line, sideways, W and circle, Tavex, watch the video from the beginning. You missed it. I'm not going to show it again. You missed it. Watch it again. This is a short video. It's only like 21 minutes. Today, well, it's over for me because it's sundown. But today on the lunar calendar, the lunar cycle, today was the Day of Atonement. And this month is going to be the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Booths. I don't follow after the fake Jewish JS people. I don't follow after Christians and Messianic Hebrews, following every Sabbath, Friday night and Saturday. But your birthday changed every year, a different day. We are the lunar calendar cycle. That's what the scriptures tell us to follow. That's how we predict and get the actual date and day of Sabbaths, new moons, feast days, Moedines. So I have somebody which I consider the best lunar calculator, Hebrew calculator of calculations on the earth, my son. Not because he's my son, because I'm a Kohelet, and I've witnessed other people doing the lunar calendars. And I see that his is the most accurate. So anybody wants that calendar, it comes out every month, because every month the Sabbath changes. It's not every Friday and Saturday. When I upload this video, send me your email. I'll forward your email to him. He's very busy, but eventually he will get to you and start putting you on a list to send you the calendars. So you can keep the new moon, so you can keep the Sabbath day correct. You keep the other festival days correct. And stop following the fake Jewish people and the Christians and Messianics. Again, Tavex, becoming one. Let me read this very quick. TVET in the house. You watch that other video. I don't know what you missed. Watch what you missed when I upload it. It's not a long video. Yeah. Undivided line. You see the losing measure of the end of the software negative hammers. Yep. Yep. There you go. I read your comments. There, you know, I'll show more last time. What this video was based on. I'll tell you what it was. For you guys that came in late, when this video uploads to YouTube, watch it from the beginning. And then I made a video an hour ago. And I repeat because sometimes people have short memories. Watch my other video that has to deal with Jacob's trouble as well. I made it an hour.
the elephant thing goes $120.
Woman and returns to her funeral to attack her corpse.
Listen, watch this video. I don't take it from a heathen's or a regular person's perspective. I take it from a Torah Tanakh perspective. Job 5, the animals will be in league with you. It's not in league with them. They're not in the club of the Most High. They're not his family. Psalm 147, he gave his word to Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any other nation, and for their judgments they don't know him. Praise the Most High. There's nothing. The animals are not going to be in league with them. This is in Job 5. Happy is the man that's corrected. He doesn't despise chastisement. He's going to save him in the 6 and 7 trouble. When they thirst, he will drink. When they hunger, he will eat. The sword will pass by him. The natural disasters will pass by him. And the animals will be in league with him. And he's going to laugh at the calamities when it befalls the heathen. That's Job 5 summarized to you. We're coming into the last quarter of this world systems time period. It ain't just going to be the purge coming. It's the wild beast coming too. This is the New Year's from Israel. He on the island too. Until next time.